Finally got some time away from my car to come work on Anthony's car again. Got the control pack, fuse box wiring here. I'm gonna try to get that laid out today. I'm also gonna mount fuel pressure regulator and get a Boss 302 intake installed. Swap the throttle body over to here, swap the fuel rail over, mount the 4 Innovations regulator, and run the fuel line. First off, I'm gonna pull the lift plate off of here and get the intake put on so I can kind of figure out the layout of the fuel lines. Because it's been several months since I've been out here to work on it, I'm gonna clean everything off with some brake clean. So when I set this intake on, hopefully this is the last time this intake ever comes or goes on or comes off the car, or at least for a while. Also, the reason I've been by here is my car's been a basket case for the prep for Mustang Week, trying to get the car ready to go down there and make a dyno pull with the this thing is dusty, with the Whipple on the car. I was doing some tuning with Lund, and the tuner kept noticing that I was having a voltage drop issue. So every time I would start giving it some throttle, my voltage would go from 13 whatever down to 10. My fuel pumps would slow down and the car would go lean. Which, if you got a boosted car, any car, lean is bad. So anyway, ended up having to rewire the entire car. I talked with Ken over at Ford Racing. They were stumped. Nobody could figure it out. So, I mean, I completely went through. I bought a power by the hour control pack, sent my computer back to Ford to have it reflashed to a factory tune. New battery to starter to alternator. That's one circuit. Then I did a 4-gauge welding lead from the battery to the fuse box, which is right there. I also did another 4-gauge over from the battery to this side where I had the fuse, the basic car wiring that powers up your dash. And then also added a ton of grounds. The car has like 4 battery to chassis or engine block grounds. It also has 2 extra grounds from the engine from the engine to the frame. Like, this car has more grounds than my friggin' house. And of course, now the car is done, completely tuned and no issues. So everything is good to go. So that's why I'm now back over here. Anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna put this intake on real quick. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna put the wiring harness in the car first. I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll put the intake on and see where we get from there. All right, this is the factory 2 engine harness. There's your transmission plug. This harness is different from most you'll see because it's been lengthened 5 feet so we can put the computer inside of the car instead of somewhere in that engine bay. To lay these out, basically start on one end and work your way towards the other. So what I'm gonna do is, I know these 2 plugs here are for the oil sensor. So I'm gonna start down there and just work my way back. Okay, I'm about done for the day. Here's a quick little recap. Got the fuel pressure regulator mounted. It's gonna be the feed line and run up to the rail to feed there. This is the return line. I'm not using a 90 on it though. I just left it there just to see if it would work. Got all the engine harness plugged in. Here's for the mass air sensor. It's probably gonna go right around in here before it goes in there. Definitely gonna need a custom tube though, since the Boss intake sits up higher. Got all the injectors and coils plugged in. Everything else for the engine and trans is plugged in. Do got to figure out something for the O2 sensors. These bungs right here should work, but the harness is probably 3 feet too short. I know as a good rule of thumb, you never lengthen the harness on the O2 sensor. You do the actual harness from the computer Also got everything tucked back in there. But yeah, that's about it. Made a bunch of progress today. In a week when I get another day off, I'll be back to work on it some more.